Today is a special day at BMW Post. I'm here in Austin, Texas at the Circuit of the Americas. And beside me is a new BMW X6M. Words can barely describe my excitement. I'm at the Circuit of Americas in Austin, Texas, and I'm driving the new BMW X6M for BMW Post. In front of me is Matt, BMW driving school instructor, and he's going to show me around the course. Is great at driving over curbs. Lots of suspension travel, very supple chassis, and for its weight, remarkably forgiving. The MPM dynamic mode allows a surprising amount of slip, especially under power. A lot of mechanical feeling in the chassis as it adjusts power from back to front, and it also has mechanical torque vectoring, so it can send power to the outside wheels, like under this kind of turn-in situation. The way its four-wheel drive and torque vectoring works, it feels a lot like a giant rally car. 560 horsepower from a turbocharged V8. More power than an SUV could possibly need, but fantastic to have nonetheless. For such a heavy car, the brakes are phenomenal. No, it's not going to brake like an M3 and M4, but it's mighty impressive. So I'm just entering the cool down lap here on the X6M at the Circuit of Americas. What can I say? Well, the first things first, the circuit is absolutely phenomenal. It's everything that it's hyped up to be. It's extremely technical, lots of elevation changes, beautifully paved, and I think you can spend a lifetime mastering and learning this circuit. I'm sure those with a home track advantage will always have a huge leap ahead in races. As far as this car goes, an absolutely surprising tool with which to drive the circuit. It's a heavy car, there's no doubt about it. You feel the momentum in all the transitions under braking, but it's so competent. It hides its mass so well. And once you start driving it and getting in tune with it, it shrinks around you the way the old E39 M5s shrank around you. It's a big, heavy car, but it's so balanced in all its responses. This engine is so mighty. 560 horsepower out of a V8, turbocharged, fuel efficient, everything you could possibly want in a modern engine. But it still sounds absolutely heroic. I don't know if there's active sound going on. It might be, but I wouldn't know any better. It sounds delicious. And the torque, extremely flat power band, lots of thrust, beautiful on these straights. And the brakes are really surprising. Okay, no, they're not going to be as good as the M3, M4 brakes, like I experienced, especially with the ceramic option at Road America, but this is so confidence-inspiring nonetheless. I mean, we've just done half a dozen pretty hard laps, and there's no hint of fade. Although I'm sure tire wear is going to be expensive if you're going to be tracking this car. Not that many of the customers would, but if you did track it on a regular basis, you're going to be going through those Michelin Pilot Super Sports at an alarming rate. You know, I think the one overriding impression that I'm getting right now is this feels exactly like a giant rally car, like a rally car in stilts. The way it shifts power from front to back and also side to side, the torque vectoring, the turn-in, the mechanical transitions that the car makes as it helps you stay on your line, the way it allows a little bit of oversteer, especially under power. It's a very satisfying car to drive. I'm really liking it. I'm actually surprised at how much I like it right now. No, the transmission is not a MDCT, it's not a dual clutch gearbox, but it shifts very well. I'm in Sport Plus mode, so I'm in the M2 preset, which they've set for us. Sport Plus throttle, Sport Plus suspension, but comfort steering. I prefer lighter steering. There's nothing to be gained when you put on a heavier steering in the electronic sense, because you're not getting any additional feedback.
All right, so very nicely done.
And there we have it. Session at Road America.
Right lane again, you are.
To learn more about the BMW X6M and for my full written review, head over to bimmerpost.com.